Prashant Aswani with JamPlay.com, teaching you the song Rush Hour. This song I wrote is kind of a cool jam song with just an A and a B section, which gives a lot of room in the leads and melodies to have fun with. However, we started out just now playing the A section, and I'm going to show you the A for Rush Hour. The song structure, the format for the A is it's basically a riff, and it's a riff that kind of has some harmonic movement that changes keys, and I'm going to show you how that works now. So I start out by playing, it's a syncopated pattern, 3, 4, and I use the same fifth just down to the second fret. So I start here, and I like to use my pinky because sliding it gets me more accurate to the place versus, well, I guess that works too, but I prefer using the pinky and the first finger. So the riff is like this, and then I go to a C, staying in key, and then I go to a B flat, which modulates the key. Again. So this A section also incorporates a hybrid technique. It's a technique that I use a lot, not just with soloing and with melodies, but with rhythm. I find it very useful to be able to create a sort of rhythmic element while adding like a pedal in a pedal tone, like, you know, that kind of stays stagnant. So for example, the pedal in this song is going to be the note A. It's an open A. So you hear that A all the way through up until the last chord. All right, so let's break this technique down because I think it's really important for you guys to understand some of the differences of hybrid picking soloing versus hybrid picking playing rhythm. So obviously if you guys are playing chords, you're gonna hear all the notes at the same time. They're not arpeggiated. So if I were to pick this, it's kind of a chugga sort of vibe, and it's something that I didn't necessarily want for this song. So the difference, I'm playing the same thing, but the difference with the hybrid picking, it sounds like this. Versus picking. You can do it both ways, really, but I think it's more articulate and accurate, at least for my style of playing, to use the hybrid picking. All right, so I pointed out there's a difference between hybrid picking while soloing versus playing rhythm, and so the difference is that typically when soloing, I hybrid pick and it's single notes, right? So we'll just take an arpeggio. So that would be kind of a soloing line, right? Versus taking I'm playing a chord and I'm not arpeggiating the chord. If you watch my right hand. And I'm incorporating the A root, alternating. And the rhythm is. Okay, so for the last chord to end the phrase, I also hybrid pick, but I arpeggiate this time. Not hearing single notes per se, but allowing the notes to ring out. Basically delaying the... So if I didn't hybrid pick, it would sound like this. which is super cool too, but I preferred to hear that delayed out. So the top note comes a little bit after that downbeat, and that, to me, it just sounds cool. You know, I get the chord because I'm letting all the notes ring out. However, I'm arpeggiating it with like a gain sound, which gives me kind of this swell, if you will, dynamically with the progression. And it opens up. So that is seemingly simple. However, it's really important to kind of choose how you perform a certain rhythm. What do I mean by that? Well, if I were to play this with just using a pick, I can make it sound very different genre-wise even by like making it more kind of a metal riff. I mean, I can make it sound, I can take the gain off, for instance, and make it be a lot lighter. Arpeggiating all the chords. So when writing progressions or riffs or songs, remember the way in which you choose to perform it using, you know, whether you use your fingers and a pick or just your fingers or a pick only, is really going to determine a lot of the feel of how that progression is going to come across. So that concludes the A riff and how to play it and some different approaches that you can use. In the next scene, I'm going to show you the B section. So here we go.